What's up, dolls? Welcome back to the channel for another speed build. I don't know if I'm sick or not. I mean, I feel fine, but my voice is acting up, so I am so sorry if you can tell. Anyway, today, guys, I have a very different build for you guys from what I normally do. I don't think I've ever done something like this, and I'm just super excited to share this with you. I've done a lot of spooky builds on my channel, but I still feel like this is creepy, but it's still like different. I'm building an apocalypse build today, guys, or maybe post-apocalypse, something like that. It's basically an escape cabin in the woods sort of thing. It's small, it's run down, it's barricaded, and it has everything your Sims need to survive an apocalypse. And I just had so much fun building this, guys. To be honest, this might actually be one of my favorite builds ever that I've done. It's not the prettiest, obviously. It's supposed to look very old, run down, but it's super cool, and the surroundings, the landscape, I think turn out really, really nice. It's gonna be very overgrown, but there's just something about this. Like, it looks really nice. I'm very, very happy with the landscaping, and just decorating this build was really fun. Like, I got to dig into items that I rarely use or never use. I used a lot of new items, and I did use a ton of clutter, and you guys know I love that. So I don't know, it was just a very fun build for me. I know it's not gonna be everyone's cup of tea, but I hope you all will enjoy this build anyway. I like to spice up things every now and again, and I don't know, this was just really a cool build in my opinion. I had so much fun, guys. And this is built on a 50 by 50 in I always forget the name of this world, in Granite Falls. I don't know why I always forget the name, but yeah, it's built in Granite Falls. I just think the aesthetics of this world fit best for a build like this. Obviously, you can place it on any 50 by 50, but I just preferred this like foresty type of world for this build. And guys, I really hope we get more foresty worlds. Like, apart from a beach world, which I know many people want, including me. But apart from a beach world, I also want another forest world. Like, but a very like cold one with mountains, lots of mountains and mountain lots. I think that'd be so cool, like to be able to build houses in the mountains. And I don't know, I am from a very cold mountainy forest kind of, I was gonna say world, but no, country. So it would be really cool for me to see that in The Sims. That is something I really want. And I hope if we get, I just want new worlds or more worlds in general. And I hope that the worlds we get, because I'm sure we're gonna get more, and I hope the ones we get we can actually live in, because I am a little bit, I don't know, I'm not a fan of the vacation worlds. I want my Sims to be able to live here. I don't know if you could hear that, but that was my neighbors. I don't know what they're doing. As you can see, I've gotten quite far on the landscaping now. I did edit parts of it out because I spent a lot of time on it, way too much time, but I will show you some of the landscaping for the front of the build. I thought that was most important to show you guys, and also decorating, detailing, I'll show you, because the detailing is a big part of the build. This is a post-apocalyptic build, so I do, for example, like barricade the windows. I thought that was a very nifty detail. I'm quite proud of myself for thinking of that. And I used garages to barricade the windows, and I'll also use other items to barricade the windows from the inside later on, so you'll see that. But yeah, there's also a lot of junk outside. I feel like they have hoarded a lot of stuff, whoever lives here, because you never know what you'll need. So there's a lot of junk, there's a lot of barricades and stuff like that, you know. And I'm also going for the very overgrown look for the landscape. You know, it's not like they have time to stop and mow the lawn in the middle of an apocalypse, you know. It's all about survival, which is also why I decided to build a cabin in the woods, because, I don't know, I could have built a house in the city or something, but I feel like a cabin in the woods would be like the safest place to be during an apocalypse. Maybe it depends on what kind of apocalypse it is, but for most like scenarios I can think of, a cabin is probably the safest bet. I don't know. And as you can see, the main build is the cabin, but then there's also two smaller builds. You got one outhouse, and then there's also a shed for storing things like food and tools. So we've moved on to the interior now. As you can see, it's not a very big cabin, it's quite small, and I built this for a lone survivor. But you can fit more Sims in here if you wish. Like in the bedroom, you could fit a couple, and you could also have one Sim sleep on the couch, and you could also add another bed in the shed if you wanted to. But I kind of pictured a lone survivor as I was building this. And as I said before, I'm going for a very like shabby rundown look. You can see that like this kitchen is nasty. It's not like cleaning is a top priority during an apocalypse, so it's all gonna be very like filthy. Just look at these counters, like so freaking nasty. And I'm gonna add a ton of clutter in here as well to really give it that messy, untidy look. And I had a ton of fun like with debug items in this build. I love using debug items, and so many of them came in handy for this build. And as always, like this build is completely CC free. There is no CC, but I always get the question when I use debug items if they are CC, but no, debug items are in the game. They are just hidden items. So I do have a video on how to access the debug items if you don't know how to already, so go look at that video if you wanna learn how to get these items. But yeah, no CC. I just used a lot of hidden items, and it just completed the look, and I'm really happy with the interior as well. And it's gonna be super messy, and I don't know why I love it so much. I hate messes in real life. I hate clutter in real life, but in The Sims, it's just so much fun adding a ton of clutter. I don't know why. I love making filthy looking builds. I don't know what's wrong with me, but it was so much fun. As you can see though, like it did take me a lot of time to like find these items and place all these items. There are just so many. That's my stomach. I don't know what you can hear. Okay, I need to go eat after this. But yeah, it did take me quite a lot of time just to place all these items down, but it just really completed the look, and it was totally worth it. I don't know how much time I spent on that freaking tiny kitchen, but just look at it. It's so messy. I freaking love it. And I did add a table here with a bunch of mismatchy chairs. Everything is mismatchy, everything is nasty, everything is just perfect. Perfect for a build like this. I can't say it enough, but I'm so happy with this build. It was just so much fun, and I'm just adding so many random items here and there. As I said before, I feel like they would hoard a lot of stuff because you never know when you're gonna need something. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here, very cluttered. And for the walls, I did use those wall decals that makes the walls look trashy, scratched up, old. So those wall decals came in handy for once. And yeah, just adding a bunch of food items here, because obviously you would hoard food. That's really important. I was gonna add planters and crops and stuff, but I totally forgot about that, and I was really annoyed that I forgot about that. But that's something you guys can add if you want to, if you want your sim to work on their gardening and grow their own food, because that would probably be a good thing to do. Anyway, so that was the kitchen and dining area. I did decide to add a bit of a living room situation here. Obviously, I don't know if you could use it. I don't know if they have electricity. Maybe you can make up your mind if there's electricity or not. Maybe they have their own generator. I don't know. Also added a drone. That would be so handy to have a drone like connected to your phone if you have a phone and if you have electricity to charge it. Like to have a drone that you can fly and just look if there's any zombies around or something like that. I don't know. I feel like a drone would be really handy in a apocalyptic scenario. So yeah, this is the living room. I'm pretty much done with it. I'm just gonna add a few more things. Just a bunch more clutter. That is what this whole build is about. It's about a hoarder in a cabin in the woods trying to survive an apocalypse. I don't know. I just had a lot of fun placing all these items, as I've said before. And yeah, I'm just adding a few signs. I don't really know why, but you know, you might need signs. I don't know. As you can see, I tried a few different things here with the windows. I tried to barricade them with different things. So yeah, I mean, that would be really good. Even though the windows are barricaded from the outside with metal, I still feel like it's an extra safety thing to barricade them from the inside as well. So that is what I did. And this is the very, very tiny bedroom. This is a bedroom. So I didn't have much stuff in here. Just a few things they might need, some clothes, some items, a map, because that'd be handy. You're out in the woods, so a map of the area would be nice. There's a walkie-talkie there, just things you might need, and just a bunch of clutter again. And I'm pretty much done with the main cabin here. We've moved on now to the outhouse, and here obviously you're gonna have a toilet, a sink, and a what the heck are my neighbors doing? I don't know if you could hear that. There was a big bang coming from my neighbor's apartment. I don't know, they're freaking noisy every time I record. I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, that was the bedroom. And lastly, no, not the bedroom, the outhouse, bathroom kind of thing. And lastly, we got this shed here, and I'm gonna go really ham with the clutter in here, guys. I'm gonna overdo it, but I like it. So yeah, this is a shed. We got a bunch of food in here, tools, everything you could need. This is a hoarder's dream, and after this I am done with this build. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please leave it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. If you want to download this build, it's going to be up on my gallery. You can find it by searching for my username CyberdollYT, or you can find it under the hashtags Cyberdoll and CyberdollYT. And please have the move objects cheat on before placing this, because there's a lot of move objects in this build. So have that on before you place this to make sure everything is like placed properly and stuff. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I'd be so happy if you did. And guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you all so very much, and I'll see you in my next video.
I'm looking for a way inside your mind. It's a haze of mysteries. All I see is smoke and mirrors, and the reflecting memories. I need to figure out how things are twined. The ropes are choking us. If only I could blow away the heavy clouds up in our sky.